It's Friday. You see the little nod, you know what I mean when I do that. Yeah, I don't give a damn. I said I was gonna shoot nail No Feeling Friday until I got the one that I wanted. I still couldn't get it all the way that I wanted. I'm missing a few people. Mills, what's up? Marquise, the car guy, what's up? Mike Griff, I needed OG for this one. We still gonna do. I think after this one, we ain't gonna have no choice but to do a part two. But No Feeling Friday. We done had a lot of things going on, man, in the world. And so if I get into the topic is actually, this one is gonna be about the Young Kings, Black Excellence Edition, man. This is gonna be about us and our people, because there's been a lot going on in the world, rightfully so. You know, you'll be a little distracted, you gotta focus on it. It's been presidential elections, it's been Corona, it's been just a whole bunch of other stuff. So we got, you know, all the stuff that was going on, Red Floyd, Aubrey, Breonna Taylor. We got people that was in my city, Hampton, Virginia, young female kidnapped with a daughter 2 years ago. Ain't nobody seen nothing. And all Hampton got a lot of cameras and everything on every traffic light, storefronts and everything. Still can't find these people. So there's still been a lot that was going on. The youngest in my culture still getting labeled as certain things, as gangbangers, as thugs, as blah, blah, blah. So every time you see pretty much, not everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like this, I got A1 people, like I will ride for harder than any black person I know. Like I love it up. Coach Day, my high school football coach, that man like another father to me. He white. Touch him, I'm gonna bust your head. Straight like that. So it ain't gonna be like, oh, BJ racist and all that. No, hell no. But I deal with reality at the same time. I deal with facts. And everything I speak is actual truth and really going on. So we got all these things are still going on, and it's taking over the forefront, taking over the light of what has happened and happened of recent. And I don't want to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? I got a cousin right now raising a little girl, and it puts in a form of paranoia in him because he got to think 20, 50 times extra a day just to make sure his little girl is safe and protected. So I took it upon myself, and also a lot of people got so much stuff to say about young black youth and the young black kings, and can automatically feel this is the right thing, this is the right way, this is the right way, this is what they're supposed to do and all that. But when it comes to actual interacting with the young kings, nobody really asks them shit. Nobody asks them nothing. No one asks them how you feel. Like, I'm an adult, I gotta look over, I gotta protect you. So it puts a form of paranoia, PTSD in me, but you're a young black king in it. You know, so how does it affect you? We ain't even asking you that. How you feel? How your mental state? What you got going on in your life? Do you feel comfortable going to the store and not having to wear a gun? You know, just all kind of things. You know, it's different stuff that don't get talked about. So I took it upon myself to get a group of young kings. This is one of the group, and we're gonna be more. And but I say young king, and I don't say it lightly. His name is Kevin Brown. He's from Norfolk. He's 31 years old. Then wrote books. He's an author, licensed published author. How many books you wrote? 6 books. Then wrote little scripts for movies. Has non-profit organizations, websites. What else am I doing? You got anything else?
Yeah, I got classes too for you. I teach kids how to write books and everything. I publish them too when you're done.
31 years old, at virtual classes, teaching kids how to write books since he's a real author. And he does that now at 31 years of age. So I had no choice. Like when I first met him, one of the things that made me, like that drew me to him, 2 things I always been good at. Reading people energy and have been a good judge of character. So when I met him at Patrick Henry, remember Patrick Henry, he's doing his thing. He was like, I got books, and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yo, are you serious? I'm like, what you mean books? Like, you bought them? He was like, nah, I wrote them. I was like, what? And then when I look around, I don't see a bunch of dudes. I don't see a bunch of females. I see little kids. He bringing his family along with him, teaching them business, helping them get money, teaching these little kids. He's what? How old was some of them there?
I knew probably like 10 to like 13.
10 to 13 years old. He was already planting that seed and putting it in them at a young age, turning them into young kings and queens. When they get up a little bit older, they're gonna be on their shit now because of this stuff. I remember stuff my father taught me when I was 4, 5, 6, 7 years old. And those lessons I still apply today, and I still tell my younger kids. So the stuff that you're doing with your youngers and your family, even though they may be young, certain things like we don't forget, and they gonna remember that. That shit is drilled in their head. And do it for the kids. So I wanted to ask him and a few other people, with all the stuff that's going on in the world, police killings, detention, whatever, presidential elections, everything. Like, how do you feel? How do you feel when you see this shit on the news? When you driving around in the street, you see the police lights cut off. When you leave away from your mother's house and you know your mother stays in the neighborhood, and then you don't talk to her or see her for like 2, 3 days and she home alone. Like, how does all this stuff feel when you walk into a bank, legit money, you done made whatever, $5,000, $10,000 off your books, and when you go to get your money or cash your check, people look at you and give you the side eye. Like, how do all this stuff make you feel? Whatever you want, touch.
It made me feel normal, for real. That's the crazy part. I'm used to all this. Everybody, as black men, we all just used to feeling like that. We used to police looking at us. We used to going to the bank and they looking at us funny. We used to all that. So when I work with the kids, I'm trying to make the world, the youth, better so they don't be used to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, get them, like, I don't even really focus on the adults, and I focus on like the kids, man. They the ones who need to change the world. You know what I'm saying? Because it's harder. You know what I'm saying? It's harder really to get a man, you know what I'm saying, to change what he's thinking, but the kids, if we start them fresh, you know what I'm saying, they might not have to go weak with it, you know what I'm saying, because I ain't even noticed how crazy it was that I'm scared every time the police come to the George Floyd case. I thought it was normal, so they said it won't normal, so you know what I'm saying, I want the kids, you know what I'm saying, to live in a whole nother world that we live in, so that's what I focus on, man. Everything I do is for them, for real, man.
And it's crazy because, like, that shit, what you said, that's gonna go over a lot of people's head. Like, all jokes to the side, it's a deeper issue. It's a deeper meaning to what you said. And I swear it's gonna fly over a lot of people. You said, nah, I ain't scared. That shit is normal to me. Like, no way on God's green earth, like, that normal fear, that normal feeling, that normal paranoia supposed to be in a young man's head. Like, it's home of the free, land of the brave. That's not supposed to be a thought in your head, just getting in your car, going to the store, just to put gas in your car, to go to the store and buy groceries for your mother. That's not a feeling that you're supposed to have. You know, that's not, it's normal to you because you've been feeling it for so long, but that feeling is not, you know what I mean? People in the world wake up and don't have that damn feeling.
I know, man.
Like, they wake up, they hop right in their Benz, their Lex, because they got the money from the parents' trust fund, and they might be a different race and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And they don't feel that. They don't know that. Yeah, and it's crazy. And by no means, this is my burden of proof right here. All that stuff, like a lot of dudes, me, I went to prison. I was in prison 17 years. I came home. Some people can't even tell that I was ever gone, you know what I'm saying, because of my grind, my hustle, or whatever, even some for the way I act. But it's like all the excuses that we had, like we put a lot of that shit on ourselves. We're gonna be honest, just want other races and not like that. We put a lot of that shit on ourselves, yo. Everybody's so quick to say, oh, it's the white man world and all that. No, you lazy and you're a bum. You don't want to get off your ass and grind for it. Or anytime stuff get hard, you can't point the finger at the Chinese man, the white man, none of that. No, you gotta point that shit at yourself. Cause they get up to work every morning, 4, 5, 6 in the morning, whatever they gotta do to handle their business. Your ass don't. You ain't came up with 10 business plans. You ain't came up with 2 business plans. You ain't came up with 2 business plans. You ain't came up with nothing to put your money in to grow. You ain't came up with a lucrative way to save your money. You haven't came up with a productive way to create generational wealth. Not be rich, but create generational wealth so that your grandkids can eat off the work that you do. You have did nothing to put any of those things in play, but you got 72 pair of Jordans. You got every PS station that came out. You can quote every rap song from every lyric to what another dude talking about his money, what he doing for his. But you can quote everything about his and got nothing for yours. So you cannot point the finger at nobody else when you got X amount of things that you have that is null and void to production of your life or the production of your family or the longevity of your bloodline, but you can say something or know something about everybody else's. That's your fault. You can't blame nobody for that. I've hand in like 4 or 5 different venues. So what kind of difficulties as a young black man have you faced trying to tap into different worlds?
Yeah, all types of difficulties, especially with as far as the books and that lane, that lane ain't for black men, well, it ain't for black women either, but like the whole, people don't really know about books. I ain't know about books until I started writing them. It's like the music game. It's like a whole lot of shiesty people who want to sign all your rights away. It's everything you know about the music game is in the book game too. But the difference is, in order to even talk to a person, to a publisher, you got to have an agent. But in order to get an agent, you got to write them a letter telling who you are. Once you know what I'm saying, when you write the letter telling who you are, you got to tell them all about your life and stuff like that, and you send it out to them. I didn't send over, but the thing about it is, the agents don't talk to black writers because they know they ain't gonna make no money. They can't sell them overseas. They can't. A lot of places don't want black books, so it's like you can send them there. I just sent over thousands of letters to agents trying to get them to represent me to get me a deal. And you know what I'm saying? I never got one reply. I didn't even look at my book. As soon as they say you black, they won't even mess with you. So that forced us to go do it by yourself. So it made me, you know what I'm saying? Then I started looking for the little black publishers to take my book. So when I find them, they know a little bit more than me, so they try to rob you. You know what I'm saying? They try to rob you for your money. Yeah. So then I got out that book deal and realized I'm just doing everything independent. You know what I'm saying? Publish my own books. And that's just hard because really it's like most people don't read books nowadays. You know what I'm saying? So that's hard anyway to find a lane. But I put out my first book, you know what I'm saying, in Norfolk, and it was lit. You know what I'm saying? So I moved to Atlanta with the book. When I moved to Atlanta, that's when I got the book deal. Then I got out the book deal and I couldn't find a way to sell the books. You know what I'm saying? So I kept writing. Then I seen another dude, he was in Tennessee, he had a kiosk. So I thought, I'm gonna get me a kiosk. As soon as I got the kiosk, I started making a little money. But it's still, you know what I'm saying, you still giving up your whole day. You know what I'm saying? It's giving up your whole day from like 10 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock every single day. You know what I'm saying? For you know what I'm saying, hoping people buy your books. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I still can't, I don't have no time to live and write. So that's why I came up with the writing, teaching kids how to write books. You know what I'm saying? Because that's my whole mission.
What's the name of your organization?
Care More Community. You know what I'm saying? That's the nonprofit, but that's what we use, and we teaching kids how to write. So that way I can do the same thing I'm doing as far as writing and all the, cause I love to write. So I can write and I can go, you know what I'm saying, I can teach other kids how to write. Cause every kid who I teach in class to, they're not gonna probably write a book or nothing like that, but they'll learn who they are. You know what I'm saying? When you start writing, you start really like, you know what I'm saying, digging into yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when you start digging into yourself, you know what I'm saying, you find out some things about yourself. You'll find out what your lane really is. It might not be writing books, but through writing you can find out anything. So that's what the lane is really, man. It all derives from the books though. But that's always got stories in my head, man. So I believe that if you got a talent, man, you gotta do something with it. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this since I was like 20 years old. You know what I'm saying?
31.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing it, and then, you know what I'm saying, if I wasn't doing this, I don't even know where I'd be.
I didn't want to think about it.
You know what I'm saying? I know I wouldn't.
I didn't want to think about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got out, I was in the streets, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger. And when I was like 19, I got out. You know what I'm saying? I was just looking for a way out. And then, you know what I'm saying, the writing just hit me one day like, damn. I always had these stories in my head. So from there, like 20 years old, 21, I wrote a movie and just moved to New York with the movie. You know what I'm saying? Moved to New York with the movie. You know what I mean? Nobody wouldn't even read the movie the whole year I'm in New York, but I learned so much. So came back here and was like, all right, I'm gonna just go ahead and get out there going. You know what I'm saying? Do books. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to write books for a year. And it's been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I had when you asked me how the struggles, I did been broke, you know what I'm saying? I tried to invest in my money, you advertising, all types of stuff, because there ain't no blueprint to it. So I done lost everything about it, but you know what I'm saying? I know a whole lot. Every time I lost, you know what I'm saying?
You never took a loss.
No, I ain't never took one. I I got knowledge. I'm a little wise.
If shit don't go your way, if something does not go your way, but on hindsight, you learned lessons from it that you was able to apply to your life and not make the mistakes again and constantly grow from that, then whatever you went through right then and there, it would never be a loss. Because you learned from it. You learned the lesson. So now that shit, what you did when you went through them, when you went through hard times.
Yeah, I went
through hard times, and then after you went through your hard times, you experienced growth.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to teach the classes, because you can't just go through hard times and learn stuff and then keep that to yourself. You got to pass that on to the world, you know. So that's how I was saying, like, how I'm trying to help the kids, man. Like, from the stuff I learned in my class and my lesson plans that I made, it all kind of like tie into each other, man. Just learning yourself, man, and just understanding, man. If you like, when you understand yourself, you ain't gonna really do other things to other people, because you gonna see yourself in them for real. You know what I'm saying? You gonna have understanding that I'm gonna keep kids out of trouble for real. That's what I'm focused on. Then at the end, but the main goal still is movies though. Like, all my books gonna be movies, man. TV shows, all that. But I'm gonna use like
I might be in one
you gonna be in a couple of them.
I might be in one. I'm taking the bottom around, I'm cleaning my attitude a little bit. I might be in one, man. It might be looking future movie star. It's that still.
Yeah, I got them, man. Go to KevinBrownBooks.com if you want to check out any of my books, on Amazon, anything, or follow me on Instagram, 2_ Kevin Brown. But yeah, movies is coming. That's what I really want to do, man. Just turn the whole 757 up, man. Like, but the nonprofit, that's just how I can help people and get paid at the same time, and to do the other things that I want to do.
Yeah, help put into the other things.
Yeah.
Everything that you're doing, like, we're humans. We got to take care of our bills and responsibilities. But at the same time, a lot of people do that and they don't help nobody. So like, some people who have it in their heart where they help take care of themselves, but what they take from them and put into themselves, they actually give it to others. Yeah. So that's good. One more thing before we slide up out of here, man. I want to ask y'all an honest question. I'm gonna ask y'all an honest question, and then you can comment at the end of the video or whatever. Or if you don't want your comment to be seen, you can hit me up. Y'all know how to reach me. So if you walk down the street and came out of 7-Eleven, came from the gas station, and he walked by you, and you just look at him. And when you look at him, he ain't got the button-up shirt on, he got a t-shirt on, you look at him. Your first thought's gonna be, excuse me, this is an offer. This is a CEO of a non-profit organization. This is a person that teach classes and teach kids and teach the youth how to write books. This is a person that has his hands in so many positive things. 31 years old, if you walk past him in a store or anything like that, would that be your first assumption when you see him? So the answer, to be honest, mine probably be no too. You know, be honest. I'm like, this little mother. You know, that probably be my answer. You know what I'm saying? So we
gotta change that.
Yeah, we gotta change that. Like, when you know better, you do better. You know, ignorance is doing things you know you're not knowing. But once ignorance is doing things and then you know, like, it's better ways. You know, it's one thing for you to not know something, but when you know better, you're supposed to do better. So we can't keep being ignorant, and we know better. We still gotta be cautious. We still gotta be smart, because even though I might walk by him and he is who he is, I might walk by 5 other ones and they really are who they are too. And they not nothing like him. You know what I'm saying? They 100% A.O.s. So, you know, that's what it is. So we just I'm trying to break the mold, man, break out of that and bridge the gap and actually hear what the young ones say. I got some more youngers. We're gonna do another one. We got to do a part 2. And he will definitely be back. And by that time, probably have more stuff going on. Then some more deals that got inked or whatever. So, look, no feeling. At the end of every No Feeling Friday, I said get out your feelings, man. So, No Feeling Friday. It's another episode. I'm gonna put this on the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, Fit Kings, with 2 Z's. You see my picture? I'm up there flexing. So, Fit Kings, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Get your people subscribed. I'm definitely 2020 been crazy. I'm definitely gonna put more content up there. So, No Feeling Friday. I was just joking, man. Get out your feelings, man.
Get out your feelings, man.